Hello, hello. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to our second day of class from the living room. I hope everybody's doing well out there. Just got done on a Zoom call with Jimmy and Mark Sellers and Mary. They're doing awesome things in the community as far as, hi Susan, as far as keeping people connected and involved and just doing live Zooms for the radio. So that's a great way to stay in touch with everyone. Hi Kendra, hey Katie, I'm so glad y'all could join. Thank you for coming today. We're gonna go over some things that really help and support the nervous system. Nervous system is key right now. It always is. Hi love, in my world, but especially right now, the nervous system helps us to deal with stress and adapt. So do our adrenals, which we'll be working on today. And then we also had requests for working with the spine, strengthening this, which also supports the nervous system. And we'll be working with our kidneys, adrenals, and internal organs. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. This is alignment-based yoga. So we're really, again, working with the endocrine system, nervous system, working in new ways. We're gonna slow it down so that we can actually find the areas that we're not used to using and actually start using those. So normally we have a lot of, most of us have a dominant side or dominant muscles that we use. We're gonna try and put those on pause and strengthen and work with areas that we don't normally work with. So that's kind of what we'll be up to today. I had a few people reach out to me yesterday saying how sore they were from class yesterday. And again, that's just working slow, working in new ways. So if you have any questions, reach out and we'll get started. So I have a few props today. Oh my God, it's weird. The only thing that you'll really need is a chair and then a bolster of some sort. So if you don't have a bolster at home, just grab a couch cushion or a couple pillows that you can stack together to make more firm. All right, here you go, Marta. So go ahead, find space. You'll need a wall space at some point today, but grab your chair. And we're just gonna start. So one of the keys to having a healthy spine is by actually working with strengthening the legs. So go ahead and grab your chair. We worked a lot yesterday on the sits bones and the pelvis. Today we're gonna work just moving straight in. So grab your standing leg, which is the right leg, and then you're bringing that left leg up. And the key here is that this is the tendency in this pose. So go ahead and drop this hip down towards the earth and open up the back of your thigh. So you're getting an internal rotation of both standing legs. And then the way to really bring and translate this to the spine is press through that mound of big toe, which we talked a lot about yesterday, which is the crease of the mound of the big toe. And then elongate and extend all the way through your spine, out the top of your head. So face will be parallel to the floor. And we're getting an external rotation here in our arms, trying to get the wrists right underneath the shoulders. And then we're working with this upper thoracic spine, drawing that towards the earth. So the two southern tips of your scapulas, these bones right here, reach them down towards the earth. Good. So smooth breathing. The pelvis is level. Imagine that you have a level across your pelvis here. And then come down, rest. We're just trying to warm up the legs here, yeah. Are you shaking? Are you feeling it? So pause for a moment. You know, this is meant for all levels. We want, the reason we're using props is so that anyone and everyone can do it. So just take that pause and then go ahead and draw your right leg, your opposite leg up. And again, here's the tendency. Level out that pelvis, even if that means bending your standing leg. Whatever it takes to get a level pelvis. It's hard, right? I'm cheating looking at the camera, trying to get my pelvis level. And you might have to keep that knee bent. That's great. Feel how that starts to translate all the way up through the entire spine. Smooth breathing. So we're working with the neurolymphatic system right now, meaning we're toning all along the spine and strengthening that nervous system. Good. Press to the mat, big toe, keep that leg bent or straight. Exhale, come down. Nice work. Take a little moment for yourself. Inhale, bend that right leg, draw that left leg straight up. And the more you're gonna get out of this is by pressing through that mound of big toe. Lengthen your spine nice and long. Working with that pelvis. There's so much to be aware of. Just imagine that it's level. And reach to the spine, reach to the top of the head. Press through the mound of your big toes. Shaking. If you're experiencing a lot of shaking, it's showing, it's revealing the nervous system. So great way to work with that is by supporting your adrenals. Some of my favorite adrenal support is actually fruits and berries, and then eleuthero root, rhodiola root. Those are great ones. So exhale, bend. Inhale, bend that left leg. Bring that right leg up. Smooth rhythmic breathing. Lengthen the back of the neck. Drawing the top shoulders down the back body. Your buttocks are engaged. Top buttock is chasing towards your heel. Oh, see how imbalanced I was? It's hard. So getting that balance to actually tone the spine. When I'm here, I'm not working the spine. When I'm here, I suddenly feel it all the way through my neck, my shoulders, my lower back. So go ahead and try. If you don't have a mirror, it's actually better to do it without a mirror. Just see if you can gauge it internally. Exhale, come on in. All right, good. Welcome everyone. It's just our warm up, getting the blood flowing. Drop a 1 if you've been staying super active throughout this whole thing, or drop a 2 if you've been feeling a little stagnant. So this is just to get us moving together a bit. So go ahead, grab your chair and sit on, turn it towards the side, this top part towards the center of the room. Awesome, hi everybody, sending love, sending so much love during these times. So we talked a lot about that mound of big toe yesterday. This is where we can access our spine from. So pressing through here and through your inner heel. Go ahead and drop the feet, the ankles right underneath the knees. Work on an internal rotation of your thighs so we can access the spine, and see if you can roll onto the inside edges of your sits bones and the front edges of your sits bones. Sacrum skin lifting, ribs reaching back behind you. Those are the 2 opposing actions. So once we find that sacrum lift, it works the whole spine. Once we get the ribs back, we're working from our entire core. They're hard to do at the same time, no doubt. And then spread wide across the collarbones. Lengthen the rib cage, the side waist. So the buttocks are toning, active, gripped. And that's through the pressure of your feet in the earth. And that's also by pressing through your inner sits bones, rolling on the front edges of your sits bones, and then reaching those ribs back. It is so hard to get that sacrum skin up, ribs back. Just keep working towards it. And notice how much you're going to start working through in the spine. Making space, pressing in the feet. And then inhale up, nice and tall, nice and long. Grow, get a couple inches taller. Buttocks are still engaged, feet are pressing. Ribs coming back. Exhale, twisting towards the back of your chair, If you have a bench, just work like such. All right, so inside edges of your sits bones, lifting, lengthening. Inhale, get taller. Exhale, twist deeper. Pulling with the right hand, the one closest to your knees, pushing with the one closest to your back of your body. Inhale, lift up. Ooh, shoulders reaching down. We have that tendency to hold them sometimes. Relax those shoulders away from the ears. Again, we talked about the lymphatic system yesterday, which is our main, it's connected to our immune function. This is a lymphatic area. We're opening it up, bringing that circulation. Again, you're just getting taller on your inhalation. Exhaling, twisting deeper. Head is the last thing to turn. And you're twisting in that spine from the base of the spine. So you're initiating from the lowest portion of the spine, working your way up, vertebra by vertebra. And peek at those knees. Are they staying even? Good. So twists are amazing for immune function, amazing for the liver, incredible for the spine, really good for removing that lymphatic congestion that's along the spine. Smooth inhalation through your nose, smooth exhalation through your nose. Buttocks are dropping to the earth. Sternum is lifting upwards and forwards. And if you're wondering why we're holding it so long, it's so that, again, those dominant muscles can get tired and relax and release, and that the muscles that we don't use in our spine and our shoulders and our neck can strengthen. Exhale, come on out. Good, so just pause there for a moment. Feel that circulation that's happening all through the ribs, through the chest. And then go ahead and just walk yourself over to the other side of your chair. Again, we're working with the principles of foundation. So mounds of big toes pressing, internal rotation of your thighs so that we can access the spine. Good. So I like to get on that front edge of the chair, really. Ankles under the knees. Inhale up. Buttocks descending towards the earth. Sacrum skin lifting towards the ceiling. Ribs reaching back behind you. Inhale. Find that equal pressure in your feet. If you're just pushing more through your left foot, that's going to impact your spine. So equal pressure in the feet. Firm and sturdy, is toning that nervous system. Exhale, twisting around. Pushing with the far arm, pulling with the close arm. Lifting from that center sternum. This is our place of self-worth. Lifting upwards and forwards. Letting your true heart shine, your true self shine. Lifting, cultivating that part of our structure. And then again, peeking back at those knees, evening them out. And then exhale, deepen that twist from the lowest portion of the spine and the organs. And then work your way slowly up. Top shoulders are rolling down the back body. Southern tips of your scapulas are reaching towards the front of the room to tone the dorsal spine. Back of the neck is long. Inhale, get taller. Exhale, twist deeper. Good. Exhale, come on out. Beautiful work. Pause with that for a moment as well. You might even feel that in your shoulders. People hold a lot of tension, lymphatic congestion in the shoulders. Allow that to move through. Relax. Let's go ahead and just turn towards each other. So mounds of big toes pressing, getting on the inside edges of your sits bones. You will feel this tomorrow throughout your whole spine. So we're just learning, so much of our time, unfortunately, is spent spent sitting. So let's learn how to sit in a way where we can actually tone the nervous system and the spine while we're sitting. So starting with that internal rotation of the thighs, entwining across your front pelvis. So feel your two bones here. Those are reaching towards each other. Right to the center belly button. Center belly button is reaching towards the wall behind you. Armpit, chest lifting. And so the pressure of your feet is helping you to lengthen that spine nice and tall, nice and long. Good. Hi. So go ahead and feel that in your own nervous system, your own spine. This is a simple action that we can all do on a daily basis to create more circulation in the spine, more focus, more concentration, more blood flow to the brain. So I have my arms turning out, armpit, chest lift, collarbone spreading wide. Do you know that this is where our thymus gland is? Go ahead and just give a tap on your thymus gland. 10 taps. That's all you'll need. That is amazing stimulation for our immune function. So our thymus gland is in charge of so much of our immune function. We're bringing circulation here by lengthening that spine. Inhale up. Tall, long. So good. Again, the tendency here is to bring the ribs forward. Oh, bring them way back. Entwine so that we can work with the core. Press through the mounds of the big toes. Beautiful. Equal pressure in those feet to lengthen the spine nice and long. Smooth, soft inhalation and exhalation. Just go ahead and find a focus point on the floor. Focus your gaze, focus your mind, focus your concentration. And then exhale those arms forward. Working with the neck and shoulders here. Reach through the ring finger and see if you can engage the muscles underneath the arms to the bone. So reach through the ring finger to engage the arms. Ribs reaching back behind you. Exhale, palms facing up. Oh my God, this screen is so interesting. Okay, so external rotation of the arms. Armpit, chest is still lifting. It's a ton of work. Feet are still pressing. Finding that relationship between the biceps, the neck, the shoulders, the rhomboids. So that's why we're working in this external rotation, so we can start working out the muscles in the neck, the muscles in the shoulders. Keep going. Smooth breathing. When you're holding these long timings like this, working in opposing actions, there's a certain tension that's felt, there's a certain toning that's felt through the body, through the nervous system. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, come down. And so when your nervous system is really strong, it doesn't matter what comes your way. You can basically be the calm, the center of the storm, the eye of the storm. So pure chaos can be happening around you, and you feel grounded, you feel centered, you feel an ability to respond to the situation in the best way possible. So that's why cultivating our nervous system is so freeing and amazing, because it's a tool that we can take with us wherever we go. Okay, so we did this one yesterday. I want to keep going on some twists. Really important for the spine, lymphatic system, immune function. So go ahead and bring your chair to the wall. Bring up your inside leg. Getting this internal rotation. Good. All right, so yesterday we were focusing and we realized that we need to bring the hip right over the ankle. Here the pose is way too easy. So bring that hip right over the ankle. And if you have hyperextend, bend that knee slightly and then lift the kneecap up towards the ceiling. We want this entire knee to be engaged, lifted, active, tone, as strong as you can possibly make it. And today we're going to work primarily on these legs in order to tone the spine. So your front femur is reaching towards the wall behind you. Oh, Mary Jane's giving me the look like this is hard. It's good. So pressing that mounted big toe, kneecap lifting, internal rotation. Bring up that right arm. Exhale, twist. Shoulders are rolling towards the earth. Belly button, navel twisting. Keep this leg strong and firm. It's our main goal right now. Exhale, come on out. Good. Other side, just walk around in your chair. So the first foundation, internal rotation of the thighs, align the hip right over the ankle. Buttocks are dropping towards the earth, sacrum skin lifting. Smooth breathing. Again, these ribs are reaching back. We're just trying to open up this kidney, adrenal area and support it. Inhale that right arm up. Nice and tall, nice and long. Femur is reaching towards the wall behind you with all of your strength. Exhale, come on and twist. Keep that kneecap lifting, engaging. No hyperextension. Working from the femur. Good. Exhale, come on out. All right. So this next one, if you just have a belt or a strap, that's great. I'm just going to use a belt from my closet. You know, whatever you have, a jump rope. Doesn't really matter. But this next one, we're actually going to work against this wall to support ourselves. And you know, I have my foot 6 inches away from the wall. And then I'm drawing the right foot up. And I like to wrap the strap around my wrists and get an external rotation with your arms. Good. So we're spreading wide across the collarbones, armpit chest lifting, pressing through the mounds of the big toes and the inner heel. And then we're going to exhale, slowly straighten this leg. It doesn't have to end up straight, but if you're able to, go ahead. Mounds of big toes pressing. Head resting on the wall. And then exhale, come on down. Feet together. So this is the basic intro. Wrap that strap around your hands. And then slowly work towards straightening. Heart is still lifting. Smooth rhythmic breathing. It's a hard one. And then try and make more length in this side waist. Drawing that outer hip towards the earth. And then come down. So same thing, but we're going to turn around and use the wall. So alternative to this one, if you don't feel like your balance is super great, then work from the floor doing this one. So I just have my knee out, I'm working my spine. So this is the alternative pose, and then you'll switch sides when we do. Okay? And otherwise, if you're wanting a little bit more of a challenge, then we're just gonna grab that strap, bring it up on the wall. Smooth rhythmic breathing. And then gently come down. Other side. Balance is tricky. So I'm getting an external rotation of my arms, top shoulders reaching towards the earth. And then gently come down. Okay, good. So we're just warming up the spine, not staying in that one super long. And then for this next one, you're gonna stand with your right side towards the wall. And you're gonna grab onto the outside edge of the foot and draw the leg up. So my leg is completely bent on the wall. My toes are on the wall. Again, if you're not doing the balancing poses right now, stay in that last pose on the floor. Okay, good. So working with the hips, we're getting an internal rotation of the thigh. Buttocks are dropping towards the earth. Ribs are reaching towards the wall behind you. Smooth breathing. Keep moving this femur over the ankle as much as possible. We got a little bit more ways to go. And then gently come down. Okay, so again, we're going to do the other side towards the wall. It just looks like this, toes on the wall. Okay. So left side facing the wall, grabbing on the outside edge of that foot. And just touching the toes, woo, up on the wall. All right, so internal rotation. Try and get that hip over the ankle. It's hard. You know, most of us are here. It's a feat to get that external rotation of the arms, buttocks dropping. Smooth breathing, tailbone releasing. And then exhale, come down. Okay, good. So if you were working on the floor, we're going to join you with our straps. So go ahead, coming to the floor. And I'll demonstrate this real quick before you get in. So basically, we're gonna have one heel touching the wall, one leg going up, wrapping the strap around the hands. And again, I'm getting this external rotation of my arms. So here's the pose, just watch for one more moment. The belly is softening. We're getting an internal rotation of the thighs. And then we're trying to draw this femur down to the earth. So imagine that there's a 50-pound weight on this femur. And this is one of the best poses for the lower spine and for strengthening it. And that strengthening comes from that leg drawing down. So go ahead and make your way into the pose.
Your back is flat on the ground.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And when you get in, a little trick is you want the top shoulders rolling down the back body. So I start a little bit close to the wall, scoot away to help me lift the chest and roll the shoulders back. And then working your way in. All right. So we're just gonna pause here for a moment. Soften your belly, soften your throat, soften your thymus gland. So we're working in a gentle, feminine way throughout the skin, throughout the organs. And then we're gonna start bringing in that masculine active element by charging this left leg or the leg that's on the floor towards the earth. So eventually you want no space underneath that thigh, underneath that knee. And so you can see already how much strength it takes to draw that femur towards the earth, groin releasing towards the earth. Mounds and big toes pressing, 10 toes spreading wide. Good. And then you're going to take both straps in the same hand as the leg that's up. So for me, that's the right hand. Left hand comes out to the side. And so notice how my arm is straight and the strap is wrapped around my hand, arm externally rotating. And then from here, we're just gonna slowly drop the elbow to a 90-degree angle. And then so working with the elbow as a prop, if that's too difficult for you, feel free to put your foot up on something to help support you. Please don't take your leg all the way to the floor, that's not the goal. The goal is to draw the foot upwards towards the ear. So try and get in alignment with your outer ear, your right ear. This leg is getting an external rotation now. So externally rotate that right leg. Internally rotate this left leg. Keep drawing this left leg towards the earth. This right leg heel is reaching towards the ceiling, toes reaching towards the earth. And you're engaging those kneecaps, strengthening those legs, and yet softening in through the skin, through the face, through the organs, but charge nice and strong through those legs. And then exhale, come on up. Yeah, so this next one, you take this strap into your opposite hand, your left hand. And go ahead and watch me. You'll be rolling over onto your left hip. Left toes come down to the earth. And you make a new prop, 90-degree angle. Realize I'm not totally on the screen. Good. So now we're getting an internal rotation of your legs. The right arm comes out to the side, working across that thymus gland again, immune support, working in through the spine. Kneecap lifting, nice and strong. Left leg nice and strong. Draw the front of your left leg towards the back of the room. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, twist deep. Draw the buttocks away from the head. Mounds of big toes pressing. And feel that nice opening happening in your heart, in your thoracic region, in your lungs. Smooth breathing. Soft in your face, soft in your organs, strong in your legs. And then exhale, come up. Good. Draw that leg down. Notice if it feels like your leg got longer. That right leg should be longer. And the reason is because we've made more space in the spine. Make it so you can see a little bit better. All right. So now we're going to work with the opposite leg. So again, if you want to scooch so that you can get your shoulders rolling towards your buttocks. This time we're drawing the left leg up. Wrapping it around your wrist, getting your arms straight, getting this external rotation of your arms. The side might feel totally different to you, which is really great feedback. Mound of big toe pressing. This knee is lifting. Maybe your knee's bent, that's okay. You're working towards straight. If your leg is straight, this kneecap is lifting all the way up to the root of the thigh. See how much space you have under this right thigh. Get this internal rotation, and then imagine that you have a 50-pound weight right on the root of your thigh. That's where that lengthening comes from the spine, is that root of that right thigh reaching towards the earth. The root of the left thigh reaching towards the back of the leg. Externally rotating those arms, drawing the shoulders to the earth. Good. We're going to take the strap in the left hand. Exhale, slowly bringing that out to your side. Elbow at that 90-degree angle. Again, the objective is not to bring the foot to the floor, it's to bring that foot in alignment with your ear as much as possible. Right palm can be facing up, external rotation of the shoulders, we're getting an external rotation of this left leg. So heel reaching up towards the ceiling, toes reaching towards the earth. Smooth breathing. It's really good if you're feeling toning way up in the root of the thigh. Soften the skin, soften the organs, soften the face. Strengthen the legs. Draw that right leg down towards the earth. And then exhale, come on up. All right, switch hands. Both straps going in the right hand. Rolling onto your right hip, right ankle, right toes touch the earth. You do not want this foot to touch the ground. Use your arm as a prop, or use pillows or a chair, however you're most comfortable. We're getting this nice twist all the way across the belly, palm facing up. Buttocks are releasing away from the head. Smooth, rhythmic breathing through your nose. And then exhale, come on up. Bringing that leg down. Awesome. So go ahead and bend your knees, scoot a little bit closer to the wall. Get those feet flat on the wall. Press through the round of your toes. And then exhale, slowly straighten those legs. Notice how it scoots your buttocks towards your heels. That's what we're looking for. So basically we're in a supported Tadasana right now. So get this internal rotation of your thighs, groins releasing towards the earth, and then ribs are reaching towards each other, these front ribs. These back ribs are widening. And imagine that your back ribs are touching the earth. So for many, that's a hard thing to find. Keep reaching those lowest back ribs downwards. Mounds of big toes pressing and your tailbone is elongating away from your head. Kneecaps are lifting up towards your head. And you're starting to feel firm and strong and solid, like your legs are a pillar. And you're drawing those femurs down towards the earth. Imagine that you have that 50-pound weight on them. You can't hyperextend your legs in this pose because your legs are flat on the earth. So imagine that you're busting through your floor. Heels are pressing, knees are pressing evenly, femurs are pressing, backs of legs are pressing. And that's going to start toning the muscles all along your sacrum. So femurs are drawing towards the earth. Sacrum, that triangular bone on the back of your pelvis, is lifting, reaching up towards the ceiling. Legs pressing at an equal rate. Sacrum lifting up towards the ceiling. Ribs reaching down towards the earth. Center sternum lifting. So we'll go through that one more time because it's all opposite actions. Thighs pressing down towards the earth. Sacrum lifting up towards the ceiling. Lower back ribs reaching down towards the earth. Sternum, armpit, chest lifting. Good. Palms are facing up. You have an external rotation of your shoulders and your arms. So you can get those wrists and shoulders aligned. Feeling that nice opening. And one more time, keep trying to get those ribs downwards, those thighs downwards. Good. And then exhale, soften, release. We were just working on toning, training. Go ahead and roll to your right side to come on up. All right, how's everybody doing? All right, check out some of these. Yay, hi. It's good to see everybody. If you have any questions, please post them. And go ahead, if you have a bolster or a blanket or a couple of pillows from your bed, just grab those to get set up. And then one blanket. If you're already like on a soft floor, then just use that. But otherwise, get a blanket. Okay. So I'm going to demonstrate this one for you. Since I promised that we work on kidneys, adrenals today, and I'll talk more about that. This is my favorite pose for this. So your bolster or your pillows or your couch cushion goes to your right hip, right along that right hip. And then the feet see how the bottom foot is reaching towards the center room. The top foot is in the arch of the bottom foot, toes reaching towards the back of the room. Okay. We're working on more twists here. So we want the buttocks to reach down towards the earth. We want to inhale, twist, lift, elongate, buttocks reaching away. And you're just going to keep lengthening the spine and twisting. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist, inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist, until you land on the pillow. Your head can be either direction, whatever's more comfortable for you. And this is a restorative pose. So kidney adrenals for a moment, I'm just going to talk about. You can stay in the pose. You're getting that gentle twist of the belly, the organs, the navel, the spine, working with that neurolymphatic system again. You're still in your pose, belly down, and you're breathing into those back lungs, the back rib cage, and see if you can expand and open that area. So I'm breathing, I'm expanding. Use the micro movement of your breath to have that contraction and expansion throughout your back, throughout your lungs. Keep in your pose. So this is one of the most restorative poses for the nervous system and for the adrenals. The adrenals are what handle all of the fight or flight components of life, stresses. They're really important for dealing with inflammation in the body. And so they're also the rulers of the kidneys. And our kidneys are our main elimination system for cellular waste, for viruses eliminating out of our body, for, parasites, for damaged cells, for acidic conditions. Anything that's a waste byproduct from our cells goes and is sent to our kidneys to be eliminated from our bodies. And that gets inflammation out. That really helps the tissues to repair and regenerate. And so supporting the kidneys and the adrenals in this pose is incredibly important for those functions. Getting some lemon juice in, getting some fruits in, also really support that. So you're still in here. And then you're going to exhale, press downwards to come upwards. And just go ahead and flip your bolster or your pillows or whatever it is to the other side. Bringing that bolster right to your left hip. Here's how the feet look in case you weren't sure. Top foot's reaching back on the top arch of the bottom foot. Okay, so finding your length. Inhale, get taller, buttocks reaching down towards the earth. Exhale, twist deeper throughout the belly. Inhale, get taller. Exhale, twist deeper. Inhale, get taller. Exhale, twist deeper. Again, your head can go either direction. I like my arms just out to the side. And again, we're working with those small micro movements all through the chest, the thoracic spine, the lungs. Really wonderful for your digestive system. So in this one, just close your eyes, soften, relax, release any tension in the brain. So in twists like these, you can stay in your pose. In twists like these, we're just gently wringing out the tissues, gently squeezing out toxin from the organs. And you can feel all the way through each vertebra, all along the spine, the tissues in there that are getting some nice cleansing. So this is one of the top restorative poses that you can do for your nervous system. It's amazing if you're just needing to calm yourself. It's great before bed. And we worked a lot of toning work today with the nervous system, so it's important that we also work some softening, restorative. And then exhale, come on up. So that's a really amazing heart opener, just working with that circulation in the upper body. This next one that I want to do is another restorative pose. That's incredible for mood and opening that heart as well. So I'll demonstrate before you go up what it looks like. So again, this can be done on pillows or your couch cushion. I'm using the bolster, but I start low again to get the shoulders rolling down the back body, and I keep going, knees together. Keep going until my top shoulders are all the way on the earth. And just see this huge opening that's happening in this lymphatic system. And the heart and the chest and thymus gland. Palms can be up, knees are together, feet are wide. So notice the circulation that's coming in through the chest and through the thyroid and the parathyroid glands. So you're working actively in this one. Your top shoulders are rolling down your back body towards your buttocks, and your buttocks are rolling towards your toes. Armpit chest is lifting upwards and forwards. Center sternum. Okay, we can. Yeah, so center sternum is reaching towards your chin. You don't want to turn your neck in this one. Yeah, so lift from your thoracic spine, your seventh cervical vertebra up towards the ceiling. Yeah. Those knees are together. getting that internal rotation of the thighs, the hips, the ribs. This is probably my favorite pose for helping to restore positive mood. So Mary Jane and everyone, go ahead and try lifting those southern tips of your scapulas up towards the ceiling, as if you're lifting yourself away from the back portion of the bolster that meets your back. So act as though you're lifting yourself away from that bolster. Shoulders are still on the earth, but you're toning in through that dorsal region. Feet are pressing firmly. Heart and armpit chest are lifting. We're working in a little bit more of a toning way right now. And then go ahead and soften, relax. You can also do this one before bed or in midday when you get tired or you get that adrenal slump where you get the loss of energy throughout the day. Just go ahead and take this pose for 5 minutes. You'll feel so refreshed. 15 minutes of this is worth an hour of sleep. Good. And then exhale. Come on out. You can just slide all the way off and roll on out. Good. And just remember in that one, you don't really want to turn your neck while you're in it. It's basically a supported back bend, or shoulder balance. Let's see. So we just have a few more minutes left. So let's go ahead and grab a blanket, grab a prop, and have it right under your butt. Using pillows, using whatever you have, a block, just getting that height. And we got that sacrum skin lifting. Hi, it's so good to see everybody. Thank you for joining in this practice today. It's just really nice to come together and share these tools and share these resources. So we're just gonna lengthen that sideways, buttocks reaching towards the earth, sideways reaching upwards, armpit chest lifting up towards the ceiling, top shoulders reaching down towards the earth, external rotation of your arms. So you're pretty actively working this external rotation. And the buttocks are toning. So feel how much nervous system strengthening you're getting right now just through doing these actions, just by toning the buttocks and lengthening the spine and lifting the armpit chest. Good, and bringing those ribs back. Inhale, arms up. Keep pulling the ribs back. Palms together if you can. Keep the buttocks toned. Exhale, arms down. Go ahead and switch your legs. Those crossings. Good. And again, see if you can act as though you're lifting yourself up off of your bolster. You see that? Lifting up by toning those buttocks. See how much more height I get? So toning in through the spine, in through the pelvis. And then the center sternum, we really got that open in the last pose we did together. So keep lifting that upwards and forwards. Again, this is where your thymus gland is, your immune function. External rotation of those arms. Buttocks strong, ribs reaching to the wall behind you, lengthening the back of the neck. Inhale the arms up. Reach that sternum to your chin. Exhale the arms down. Good. Remove your bolster. So you're just sitting flat. We were just in cross-legged pose. This one, you take the ankle out in alignment with the knee, and then you come in from underneath the leg, Holding, cupping that ankle, drawing it upwards. It's gonna be most likely more challenging than you think. Your knee may be way up. You may not be able to get it fully on. That's okay. But work with where you're at. This is fine pose. And then if you can, get that top ankle right over the knee. And then get that bottom ankle right under the other knee. So you'll be feeling this. It should be screaming, yelling in your hips. It's just an aching, grueling. We're just opening it up. Really supportive. And so much of this hips action work is going to translate through the spine. So we're just pausing here for a moment, lifting that armpit chest, rolling the top shoulders down. Good. And then when you come out, strategically again, where you grab underneath your ankle and release that leg. So you don't want your leg to do the work. You want to keep it soft and relaxed. So my leg is like jelly and my arms are doing the work. Ooh. So this side might feel a little bit different or a lot different. Probably feeling it through the buttocks, the hips, spine. Just taking a few breaths here. Groins releasing towards the earth. Good. Lengthening up, making more space. Just a few more breaths here. Try and get equal weight on the sits bones, on the pelvis, as hard as that is. Find something to look at the floor. So you're keeping a consistent gaze. And then exhale again, come underneath your ankle and your leg. Leg is like jelly, moving that out. Okay. And so we're just going to take a couple minute corpse pose to integrate everything that you worked on today in your nervous system, in your spine, in your legs, in your endocrine. So palms facing up, your knees can be bent if you need, but scoop that buttocks away from your head. And then if you want to, straighten your legs. Just closing the eyes, softening, relaxing. Soften your thyroid, your parathyroid. Soften your chest. Release that tongue away from the roof of your mouth to soften the jaw. Act as though you're snow melting into the earth. Soften in through the eyes, through the brain. And then exhale, wiggle those fingers, wiggle those toes. Inhale through the whole body. Bend your knees, roll onto your right side. And then exhale, press downwards to come upwards. Simple seated position. Thank you all so much for practicing today. It's good to see everyone. It's nice to connect in this way. So let's just close us out with an Om. The elbows are weighted, the heart is lifted. Inhaling to the top of your breath. Namaste. Namaste. Goodness in me bows to the goodness in you. Thank you. Hopefully you're feeling that relaxation in your nervous system, in your mind, in your brain, in your heart. So go ahead and take that with you throughout your day, and please share this with anyone that needs it. And we'll see you next time. Aloha. Love y'all.
That lane twist one, oh my god.